Vegas, LA, Miami, it's time to make a hit in Atlanta. Quavo tricking is getting Atlanta way too much attention. They forgetting about the Miami tricking, the Las Vegas tricking, the LA tricking. It's time to take Atlanta out of the picture. Quavo is getting way too much attention. When I was growing up, the OG told me, you never fight for a broad with trans in her name. Trans. Karrueche and Tran. Quavo and Chris Brown, they fighting over a broad with trans in her name. What the hell is going on? LA, Vegas, Miami, it's time to take Atlanta out. We gotta own the tricking. We have to own the tricking. Once Atlanta get all this press, Miami might not get it back. Vegas might not get it back. LA might not get it back. We work too damn hard to make Atlanta get all the attention for tricking. It's time to take Atlanta out. You dumb motherfuckers. We can't make the hit during the Super Bowl. We can't make the hit during March Madness. We can't make the hit during the Oscar. It's only one time. When no one is paying attention, you can do whatever you want. You won't get in trouble. It's only one time. And the perfect time to take Atlanta off the map, the tricking map came over for Atlanta. You can't insert no more coin. Is when Taylor Swift released a new album. The police ain't watching then. Ain't nobody watching. We could take Atlanta out when Taylor Swift released a new album. That's when Atlanta is donezo. Quavo, TMZ, making money off the black man foolishness. Once again, this is the headline for TMZ. They making a whole bunch of money off the black guy's foolishness once again. Chris Brown takes Quavo beef to new level. Wish he died instead of Takeoff. Let the man stay dead. Don't involve the dead man in your foolishness. You know, when the white guy lost all his slaves off the plantation, he was upset. He was crying. Now the white guy laughing his ass off. I let all these slaves go, and they're willing to die. Go back to prison, the plantation, over abroad with trans in her name. This is America. Freedom. The best country in the world. You're willing to go black on a plantation. They say Chris Brown is not fooling around in his beef with Quavo. I guess not. Spend all that money on studio time. Dropping a new diss track and invoking the name of Quavo late nephew and Migos star Takeoff from the grave. Takeoff need to send a cease and desist letter to Chris Brown. I'm dead. I don't want to trick no more. I don't want to be in no tricking beef. Yeah, but Chris Brown, this is low. I know when you dissing, you gotta get it real ugly and dirty, but this is shit folks could die behind. It ain't worth it, man. Just leave the dead alone, like they say. Don't bring the dead into no foolishness. Chris Brown, don't go this route. Don't go this route. Put out an apology letter. I'm sorry about that shit. We'll take off and keep on dissing some other way. Leave the dead alone. The singer-songwriter whose well-documented beef with Quavo reignited in recent days. I guess Quavo was spotted with that trans hoe. And Chris Brown, he lost his shit. Put out his new track, Weakest Link, on YouTube and Instagram. And he's clearly going for Quavo though throughout the track. You motherfuckers need some non-trans pussy, man. This is what happened when you get trans pussy. You start acting weird.
Hands on the latest motion filed in the YSL case.
So Young Thug's attorneys are now trying to remove one of the rapper's co-defendants from the trial following some bizarre behavior in court. And it's on video here. Just days ago, Cordarius Dorsey, also known as YSL Polo, was making some unusual hand gestures in court. On Friday, Young Thug's attorney filed a motion to sever from Dorsey, claiming his behavior could negatively impact Young Thug's chance for a fair trial. Well, the motion reads that Mr. Dorsey displayed unprofessional and unacceptable conduct in the courtroom on Thursday, August 31st. Legal expert Daryl Cohen says this move could both extend and shorten the criminal proceedings.
It may shorten this trial by just a little bit, but it will necessitate an additional trial that will take a great deal of time. Not as much as this one has taken so far, but it will take a lot of time. It's sort of called the law of unintended consequences.
And just to put this into perspective, jury selection began in January of this year, and still no jury has been seated.
You start acting like full-fledged beta males. You motherfuckers need to get some non-trans pussy. That trans pussy is clearly no good. Throw that shit out. Throw it out. And one of his biggest disses, of many, R.I.P. Takeoff, he's the only real one. I got true respect. Chris Brown, be honest. Only reason why you got respect for Takeoff, he didn't fuck that broad Tran, Karrueche and Tran. If she did, you'll be dissing Takeoff too. Chris Brown, let's be real with it. Crazy how when he died, everybody really wished it was you instead. So yeah, Browns taking the kids' gloves off. Yeah, for what all I heard, a lot of folks, they respect Takeoff more than Quavo and Offset. I guess Takeoff wasn't involved with that much foolishness, stealing from guys' rotation. Chris Brown, he know once a guy started stealing from your rotation, he's always gonna steal from your rotation. Like on YouTube, I see some content creators, they might have bigger channels than some other channels, but they always stealing shit from the smaller channels. And it probably hits even closer to home for Quavo because he and Takeoff were together playing dice outside a Houston bowling alley when a man opened fire, killing Takeoff, R.I.P. But when you have money, you're a millionaire? Why the hell are you playing dice with Pookie and Ray Ray? That shit you do when you don't have that type of money. But when you have money and you beat Pookie and Ray Ray ass in dice, he gonna start popping. I ain't gonna make no millionaire beat my ass in front of Big Booty Keisha. Hell nah. Pop, 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 pop. Yeah, but R.I.P. Takeoff. For all I heard, they say Takeoff was the most solid member of the Migos.
Hey, Lance, you gotta go, Lance. You gotta go, Lance.
Quavo publicly mourned his nephew in the year since performing in multiple tributes with fellow Migos rapper Offset. I'm glad they squashed that little beef between Offset and Quavo. So this blow feels particularly low from Chris Brown. Chris Brown, if you want a chick back in your rotation, you know what your tricking ass gotta do. Shell out more money than Quavo. Jesus. Brown got other bars too. Dude still crying in the car. In the song, he claimed he had sex with one of Quavo's past girlfriend, Saweetie. They got a picture of Saweetie, so you know it gotta be Saweetie. While she and Q were still together, which if true, explain a ton of the animosity between the pair. These dudes are pathetic. LA, Miami, Vegas, we gotta take Atlanta out of the picture. Quavo is always gonna be tricking. He's always gonna be some tricking beef with somebody. And Atlanta gonna get all the tricking attention. We gotta drop a nuke on Atlanta when Taylor Swift release a new album. We gotta do that shit, man. I'm tired of Quavo getting all the tricking attention. Bring that shit back to Miami, LA, and Vegas. It's not clear who's Brown talking about in the song, but many white boys and reports are pointing to Saweetie as the possible subject of the line. Yeah, the white boys, they always like to get involved when black folks are beefing. They enjoy that shit. The plantation owners, they enjoy when us black folks are making a fool of ourselves, fighting over 3 or 4. Seems like Quavo and Brown are pretty consistently competing for ladies. Tricking. Remember Chris rap on his song Freak about Quavo hooking up with his ex, Karrueche and Tran, and Quavo responded by bringing up Brown violence against women. Quavo, I thought you believed in that non-snitching stuff. You talk about in your music, don't snitch, but you're snitching that Chris Brown when Ike Turner on Rihanna? I'm gonna start snitching now. If Quavo could snitch, the rap capital of the world, Atlanta, if Quavo could snitch, I'm snitching too. I ain't scared no more. I'm gonna get my snitch on. If Quavo is allowed to snitch on Chris Brown, he beat down Rihanna, I'm snitching my ass off. Every time I see Pookie and Ray Ray do some bad shit in the neighborhood, I'm calling the popos. And I'm gonna drive those motherfuckers to Pookie and Ray Ray house and point those motherfuckers out and say, thank Quavo. Bottom line, this beef getting serious and it's Quavo move. At this point, some OG gotta step in. Lil Bow Wow, Lil Wayne, step in and show these dudes the red pill and tell them, don't die over no trans females. You guys are millionaires. Millionaire tricks. There's a billion other females out there to trick on. Get your trick on. Get your trick on. So folks, like the video.